Education must continue. Our passion, our mission. This is SDO Alaminos City's unwavering battle cry amid the challenges of the COVID-19 health pandemic that has brought us into the new normal in education. Powered by the strong leadership of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Lorna G. Bugayong, with Mrs. Rosario O. Cabrera, ASDS, and OIC Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Arturo R. Viray, Chief of the SGOD, and a cohesive and hard-working team of SDO personnel and school leaders. We are all revved up to make education happen for school year 2020-2021. We are also fueled by the burning passion and commitment of our teaching force who readily accepted the challenge of preparing supplemental thematic modules and engaging our learners, parents, and other stakeholders to help ensure the readiness of our 38 public elementary and 8 secondary schools in the division. We take pride in the hard labor and long hours that our teachers put into their work for the love of our school children. Hence, all the more that we commit to make education continue. Currently, our total enrollment is already at the advanced level, 96.50%, with 26,113 enrollees compared to last school year's 27,059. The production, reproduction, and printing of self-learning modules or SLMs and other instructional materials or IMs is already at the progressing level 66%, with continuing efforts to hit 100% in time for the October 5, 2020 opening of classes. To ensure the readiness of the necessary SLMs and other instructional materials for every learner when classes open, the SDO has partnered with the city government who donated 3.2 million for the reproduction of locally developed SLMs and generated additional funding from other stakeholders for the in-house reproduction of other materials to supplement the printing of materials from the central office. A heavy-duty risograph machine, including its consumables, was donated by Vice Governor Mark Ronald G. Lambino, while donations for other equipment and supplies also came from local officials and other donors. Based on a careful consideration of actual local context and requirements, the SDO adopted the delivery of blended distance learning at the Alaminos City National High School and modular distance learning or MDL in all other public schools. For the Alaminos City National High School, the use of radio-based instruction or IBI is also expected to be adopted in the middle of the school year when its own radio station would already be operational. In terms of training and engagement of school personnel as part of the preparation for education under the new normal, SDO Alaminos City also has this well covered as all the necessary opportunities and support are provided to all teachers, school leaders, and non-teaching personnel. More than ever, the delivery of Philippine basic education is now placed in a more challenging predicament, with the health and safety of millions of learners, teachers, and school officials and personnel within the DepEd to be taken in consideration. But time and again, the resilience and innate desire of our people at SDO Alaminos City prove way stronger than even the COVID-19 scare. Health and safety protocols compliant with the IATF DOH guidelines have been put in place in all the 46 public schools to allow the continuous delivery of educational services. At the SDO, a triage strictly screens employees as well as visitors before they are allowed to visit specific offices with an application specifically used for contact tracing. All DepEd employees are also required to have an advance appointment before visiting the SDO because in Alaminos, we share the President's non-negotiable commitment for the health and safety of our learners, teachers, and personnel. Knowing that communication plays a vital role in getting the support of stakeholders in the implementation of the SDO Learning Continuity Plan or LCP, the Schools Division Office has presented its LCP to local government units and other stakeholders. The various social media platforms have also been utilized in communicating the LC. One of the major initiatives in ensuring school readiness for the opening of classes is the conduct of tryouts or simulation of classes, which already started in July in 5 schools and still continues in all the remaining schools. From the tryouts and simulation activities, both strengths and weaknesses were identified as basis for improving and ensuring the smooth flow of the processes involved during the actual opening of classes. For week 1, August 24 to 28, 31 of the 46 public schools have already undergone the simulation of classes, and by week 2, the remaining 15 schools already completed the process. The total number of teaching personnel involved remotely on week 1 is 578 and 718 on the second week, while for the non-teaching personnel, there were 112 involved on week 1 and 130 on week 2. On week 1, there were 6,086 learners involved and 7,180 learners on week 2. While for the parents, 1,609 parents participated on week 1 and 1,747 on week 2. All teaching and non-teaching personnel, learners, and parents involved collaboratively work together to ensure the successful conduct of simulation activities, especially during the preparation of needed materials and resources. Among the best practices, challenges, and interventions identified are the following. Education must continue. Our passion, our mission.
Prepare tayo by August 24 with all the preparations that we're having here in the SDO, plus the preparation the schools are also having in their schools, respective schools, plus the help of the stakeholders. I think we're ready. Ang prefer ng mga learners natin is on distance learning, especially on modular and online, especially here in the city, where internet access is very accessible naman. So we are expecting a lot of students to enroll because there are influx of students coming from the private schools. And of course, we should not deny all these children seeking education. So learning must continue despite this pandemic.
Ang Alaminos National High School po ay naniniwala sa kasabihang it takes a village to educate a child. is sa katuparan po natin ang ating hangaring bigyan ng edukasyon ang ating mga anak sa kabila ng pandemic na hinaharap natin ngayon. At naniniwala po kami na sa pagtutulungan ng bawat isa, kayang-kaya po natin gamutin kung ano ang meron po tayo ngayon. So we heal as one. DepEd.
We make sure from the physical learning environment down to the virtual learning environment ay ready, handang-handa po. Doon po sa physical learning environment, sinigurado po namin na ang facilities, ang classroom, ang sanitation facilities as well ay handa para po sa pagbubukas ng ating klase ngayong August 24.
Alaminos City Division with 100 Reasons to Serve. Ito ang naging tugon sa panawagan ng Departamento ng Edukasyon na ipagpatuloy ang pagkatuto at walang mahuhuling kabataang Pilipino sa gitna ng tinatawag na New Normal. Sa pakikipagtulungan ng local government unit at ng lahat ng stakeholders na isakatuparan ang pinakamahalagang papel sa adhikaing mahihatid ang karunungan sa bawat bata. Sa kabila ng takot at pagkabahalang dulot ng pandemya, isang natatanging karakter ng Pilipino ang nangibabaw at ito ang pagiging matibay sa anumang hamon ng buhay. Kasunod nito ay ang pagdaraos ng capacity building sa mga mag-aaral at kaguruan upang maihanda ang bawat isa sa combined learning modalities na kung saan ay gagamit ng module at online platform para sa pagkatuto ng mga mag-aaral. Bagamat hindi na bago ang online learning sa mga mag-aaral, isinaalang-alang pa din ang mga bagong online learning platforms katulad ng Google Classroom at Microsoft Teams na magsisilbi nilang pansamantalang silid-aralan. Bilang hudyat sa pagyakap ng new normal ng kagawaran ng edukasyon, nagsagawa ng masusing holistic preparation plan na naglalayong paigtingin ang paghahanda ng paaralan para sa kapakanan ng mga mag-aaral kasamang mga magulang, mga kaguruan at iba pang mga stakeholders na isakatuparan ang adhikain ng DepEd na sulong edukalidad. Ang konsultasyon sa mga pamahalaang lokal ng lungsod ng Alaminos, barangay officials at magulang ay patunay na buo ang suporta sa lahat na ipagpatuloy ang paglinang ng kaalaman ng mga kabataan sa kabila ng pandemyang ating nararanasan. Sa paghahanda ng combined learning modalities, inilunsad ng Alaminos City Division ang Project Right, alinsunod sa pagbalangkas ng locally developed thematic modules na may temang Go Green for Green para sa unang markahan. Ang naitalagang guro na nagsulat ng modules ay dumaan sa pagsasanay upang mapabuti ang kanilang pagsusulat bukod sa mga idinaos na webinars. Ang mga modules ay dumaan sa masusing quality assurance bago maipamahagi sa mga paaralan at makarating sa mga mag-aaral. Base sa dinisenyong process flow ng module distribution at retrieval, matagumpay na naisakatuparan nito sa tulong ng local government unit, barangay officials at ibang mga sponsors na ginamit ang kanilang pribadong mga sasakyan upang maihatid at makolekta ang mga modules sa paaralan, barangay halls at tahanan ng mga mag-aaral. Sa tulong muli ng local government unit ng lungsod ng Alaminos, dinocontaminate ang mga modules gamit ang ultraviolet sanitizing lights bago ilagay sa mga boxes at i-distribute sa mga magulang at sa bawat barangay. Matapos dumaan sa decontamination ng mga modules, ilalagay ang mga ito sa mga boxes ng bawat mag-aaral kasama ng kanilang weekly home learning task, weekly individual plan, class program at listahan ng mga mag-aaral kung saan sila kabilang at ang napili nilang learning modality. Kalakip din dito ang Parents Guide na naglalaman ng contact numbers, Facebook account at email address ng mga guro kung sakalin mang sila ay may katanungan. May iba't ibang pamamaraan ng mga magulang o guardian sa pagkuha ng mga modules. Una, Maaari nilang kunin ang mga ito sa bawat silid-aralan ng kanilang tagapatnubay o advisor. At sa mga magulang o guardians na persons with disabilities o PWDs, may mga nakatalagang lugar sa paaralan kung saan nila pwedeng makuha ang mga ito. Sa pakikipagtulungan ng mga opisyal ng barangay, maaari din nilang kunin ang mga modules sa barangay hall kung saan sila nakakluster. Ngunit kung sila ay nasa remote areas o malalayong lugar, maaaring ihatid sa kanila mismo ang mga modules. Ang mga pamamaraang ito ay may kaakibat na pag-iingat at pagsunod sa ipinatutupad na health protocols. Ang mga magulang o guardians, pati ang mga kagaruan at mga empleyado ay kailangang mag-thermal scan, mag-sanitize, magsuot ng mask at kung maaari ay magsuot din ng gloves bago pumasok sa paaralan at kumuha ng modules. Upang masiguro naman na nasusunod pa rin ang paraan ng pagkatuto, may tinatawag na progress monitoring na gagawin ng mga guro sa kanilang mag-aaral maliban sa pag-update sa kanilang group chat o GC upang makita na sila ay nag-aaral at natututo gamit ang mga modules. At masigurong sila ay nagagabayan ng kanilang mga magulang o guardians. Sa mga mag-aaral na pumili ng online distance learning, may susundin na schedule kung kailan ang kanilang online class gamit ang MS Teams. Ang distribution at retrieval ng mga modules ay sabay na isasagawa tuwing Biyernes sa tulong ng mga barangay officials, mga guro at iba pang concerned stakeholders. Maaaring direktang ibalik ng mga magulang ang mga modules ng kanilang mga anak sa paaralan. Maaari din namang ito ay sa mga barangay hall na kung saan may mga nakatalagang distribution at retrieval area. O kaya naman sa mga mag-aaral na nasa remote areas na ang mga magulang ay may kapansanan, senior citizen at buntis. Ang mga modules ay kokolektahin sa kanilang mga tahanan. Pagkatapos nito, ang mga modules ay dadaang muli sa decontamination process upang masiguro na ang mga ito ay virus-free bago makuha ng mga guro.
Ako po bilang isang magulang, nakita ko ang pagsisikap at paghahanda ng DepEd, Alaminos National High School. Dito sa simulation, napakaganda po ang kanilang ginagawa sapagkat nagkakaroon na po ng parang dry run o trial ukol sa, ang isa po ay ukol sa online at ang isa ay ukol sa modular. Ito yung sistema na gagawin dito sa Alaminos City National High School na paraan ng pag-aaral ng mga estudyante.
Bilang isang punong barangay, kailangan nila na maibigay sa bahay-bahay ang mga modules. Gagawin yun ng mga opisyalis para lang makatulong ka na may pagpatuloy lang ka ng edukasyon para sa new normal education.
Makasisiguro kayo na ang Alaminos City Division ay handang maglingkod para sa kapakanan ng bawat kabataan. Sulong Edukalidad, Diyos ti Agnina.